Had you asked the Dallas Mavericks, prior to the start of their first-round series versus the Clippers, if they'd be happy with a 2-2 tie heading into Game 5, they almost certainly would have said yes. On paper, as a lower-seeded team going against a top-tier championship contender, they're in about as good a spot as one could reasonably expect. But it's the way they got to this point that stings. Dallas was up 2-0 in this series and had a 19-point lead in Game 3. You could feel the Clippers about to snap. All the pressure they were feeling after blowing that 3-1 lead versus Denver in the bubble, the Paul George critics circling like vultures, Luka Doncic playing out of his mind, to whatever extent momentum matters, the Mavericks had all of it. Now here we are, with the Clippers having completely flipped the script, stripping Dallas of its brimming confidence while reclaiming home court advantage with a 106-81 win on Sunday. Credit the Clippers. The obits on their failed superteam experiment were already being written. Odds on Kawhi Leonard's next team were being calculated. It was all going to hell. Less resilient squads would have been booking vacations 2 days ago. But the Clippers fought back, and now it's the Mavericks on the ropes. Leonard, who has sunk 38 of his 53 shots, 72%, over the last 3 games, including 9 for 15 from three-point range, is suddenly on a refuse-to-lose crusade. George, who has quietly been really good this whole series, is right there with him. The Clippers have dialed all the way in defensively. Meanwhile, Doncic, neck strain, appears strained to hold his head up straight. He grimaced his way to 19 points on Sunday, shanking 6 of his 7 three-point attempts and all 5 of his free throws. That latter stat has become an elephant in the room. Doncic, who shot 73% from the free throw line this season and 76% last season, is 13 for 32, 40%, from the stripe in this series. If anyone deserves some slack, it's Doncic. Again, he's playing hurt, and his level of responsibility for carrying this Mavericks team is appreciably higher than any other player in these playoffs. He averaged 38 points through the first 3 games. Shot 46% from 3. Made every play the Mavericks needed. Still, they need more than this at the free throw line. If Dallas is lucky, the last 2, or possibly 3, games in this series are going to be tight, and we're not talking about a few misses here. Luka cannot hit anything. The free throw line looks like the last place on earth he wants to be. A pitcher in Yankee Stadium who has lost his control. It's emblematic of the Mavericks as a whole. Their confidence has been visibly sapped. If a cold streak like this could be explained, perhaps you could look to Luka's 41% mark on off-the-dribble jumpers, typically highly contested, against his 36% mark on unguarded catch-and-shoots, per synergy.